If your phone rings and your chest tightens, your brain freezes, and you instantly think, "Not right now. I can't." But you reply to texts without hesitation. This is not laziness. This is real human psychology, and millions of people feel the same way. There's a moment you don't tell anyone about. Your phone lights up, it vibrates, someone is calling, and suddenly your entire body reacts before your mind even understands what's happening. Your stomach drops, your breath shortens, your chest tightens just a little. Your brain whispers, "I can't deal with this right now." And without even thinking, your thumb slides across the screen. Decline. And then here's the part. People will never understand. The moment they text you right after saying, "Hey, call me when you can," you reply within seconds. It makes no sense to people who don't feel this way, but to you, it's your everyday reality. And it's not because you don't care. It's not because you are antisocial. It's not because you avoid people. It's because a core demands a version of you that you can't produce on command. And that story, your story, begins years before you even owned a phone. While your brain reacts, that wailets break the psychology down in a way most people never hear. 1. A call is unpredictable, and your nervous system hates unpredictability. A ringing phone is a sudden interruption. Your brain doesn't know who is calling, why they're calling, or what they need. Maybe they want emotional support. Maybe they're calling with a problem. Maybe they need something urgently. Maybe they want to talk for 40 minutes. Your mind doesn't have the answer, and uncertainty is a trigger. For people who grew up in environments where unpredictability meant danger, conflict, or emotional pressure, the sound of a ringing phone still sends the same signal. Be ready. Something's coming. Protect yourself. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. 2 real-time conversations require emotional energy, and you're already running on low battery. A call forces you to be on. You can't pause. You can't think. You can't breathe between responses. You can't step away to process your feelings. You have to be present, available, responsive, emotionally stable. And the truth most people never admit: you're exhausted, not physically, emotionally. Between managing your daily responsibilities, your mental load, your overthinking, your anxieties, your silent battles, you don't always have the energy to handle someone's voice, tone, emotion, or expectations in real time. Texting, though. Texting doesn't require instant emotional performance. You can reply in your way, in your time. Point 3. You're afraid of being put in a situation you can't escape. A call can be anything: an argument, a demand, a favor, a long conversation you didn't consent to, a sudden emotional dump, a question you're not ready to answer. You can't leave without sounding rude. You can't pause the conversation. You can't take time to breathe. Your mind hates being trapped. People who grew up walking on eggshells around emotionally unpredictable parents, controlling partners, chaotic environments learn to fear situations where they can't control the exit. A phone call feels like that. 4. You don't want to disappoint people, so you avoid the pressure entirely. This is the one most people won't admit out loud. You don't avoid calls because you dislike the person. You avoid them because you're scared you won't give them the response they expect. You fear sounding disinterested. You fear being asked something you can't handle. You fear not having the right words. You fear awkwardness. You fear judgment. So instead of risking disappointment, you hide not from the person, but from the pressure to perform. 5. Silence on calls feels heavier than silence in texts. That tiny pause, when both people don't know what to say, it hits differently. On text, it's normal. It's harmless. It's fine. On call, it feels like you're failing. Your brain starts overthinking everything. What do I say next? Did I sound weird? Do they think I'm boring? Why is there silence? Am I awkward? Please let this call end soon. It becomes a cycle of anxiety. 6. Your inner child learned to minimize emotional risk. Here comes the deepest part. The part people feel but never say. If you grew up around people who made you feel small, people who drained your emotions, people who didn't respect your boundaries, people who got angry over small things, people who expected too much, then your inner child learned. Stay quiet. Stay careful. Stay prepared. A ringing phone feels like emotional danger, like someone suddenly pulling you into their world when you barely have a grip on your own. Your inner child steps in and shuts down the call before adult you even processes it. Why texting feels comfortable now? Here's the other side. The reason why texting feels natural, safe, and absolutely perfect for you. 1. You can think before responding. Texting allows you to process your emotions. You can pause. You can breathe. You can reread. You can decide what you truly want to say. There's no rush, no pressure, no judgment. Your mind relaxes when it has control. Point 2. You can set boundaries without confrontation. You can reply later, or not reply, or respond simply. There's no tone of voice, no guilt, no immediate expectation. Your emotional energy stays protected. 3. You don't have to deal with tone, mood swings, or emotional dumping. Some people drain you without meaning to. Some conversations are emotionally heavy even if they're short. Texting protects you from that weight. Point 4. You feel less responsible for the other person's emotions. On calls, you feel like you have to react perfectly. On text, the emotional cost is lower. You can protect yourself. 5. You have space to be your real self. No social performance. No forced enthusiasm. No pretending. Just your thoughts, your pace, your rules. So what does this mean about you? You're not rude. You're not antisocial. You're not cold. You're not distant. You're emotionally overloaded. You're sensitive. You're observant. You're thoughtful. You're protective of your energy. You reply to texts because you care. You avoid calls because you're tired. There's a difference, a huge one. The emotional truth this part hits hard at. Some point in your life, you learned that communication meant pressure. It meant emotional responsibility. It meant being available even when you were hurting. It meant giving more than you received. It meant performing. So now, as an adult, your brain protects you the only way it knows how, by shutting down when a call comes in, by prioritizing emotional safety, by choosing texting over pressure, by choosing peace over anxiety. And there is nothing wrong with you for that. Not everything is trauma. Not everything is anxiety. Sometimes, you're simply exhausted from being a strong, emotionally aware, self-protecting human being. And that's okay. Ending high emotional retention if you avoid calls but reply to texts. You're not broken. You're overwhelmed. You're choosing control. You're choosing clarity. You're choosing emotional safety. You're choosing peace. And the moment you stop blaming yourself for that, you finally start to understand who you really are and why your mind behaves the way it does.